Hello everybody. In this video, we will see the MCQs of ion chromatography. The first question, ion chromatography was first developed in mid 50s, mid 60s, mid 70s, mid 80s. It was developed in mid 70s. What made it possible? The conductometric determination of the eluted ions using HPLC. Suppressor columns, cation exchange columns, anion exchange column, non-ionic columns. Well, it is due to the suppressor column the conductometric determination of eluted ions was possible. Ion exchange resins were first produced for separation of clays, separation of amino acids, separation of cations, water deionization. Well, the ion exchange resins were first produced for water deionization. That was done in, they were prepared in 1930s for water deionization. Attaching functional group COH to the resin results in the formation of a strong cation exchanger, weak cation exchanger, strong anion exchanger, weak anion exchanger. And the answer to this is weak cation exchanger. Okay, weak cation exchanger will be formed when COH group is attached. Out of the following, which cations are strongly held on a column? Monovalent ion, divalent ion, trivalent ion, all of these. Well, the trivalent ions are the most strongly held on a column. As the valency increases, their attachment to the column will increase. So trivalent ions have got 3 valency, so they will be attached more to the columns, cation exchange columns. So in cation or cation exchange column, the trivalent ions will be more strongly attached. Out of the following, which anions are strongly held on a column? Fluoride, iodide, bromide, sulfate. Sulfate ions, they are more strongly attached. Here it will be SO4 minus minus, that is sulfate is divalent, not monovalent as shown here. There's a mistake there. So these sulfate ions, they are attached more strongly to the column. Resins of ion exchange are formed by polymerization of styrene and dash. Styrene and options are benzene, chlorobenzene, divinyl benzene and toluene. Well, it is the answer is divinyl benzene. Styrene and divinyl benzene will form the resin, and subsequently the resins are to the resins the SO3H or the COH group or the other ions are added so then they can be made as so that then they can become a resins for ion exchange separation. The capacity of which of these is the least? Pellicular particles, porous resins, resins coated on silica, none of this. The porous resins have got highest capacity, pellicular particles have got the least capacity. Suppressor columns are necessary to remove impurities, ion present in mobile phase, added buffers to the mobile phase, none of these. Well, the suppressor columns are necessary to remove the ions which are present in the mobile phase. Otherwise, the ions will interfere in the detection of the analyte ions. Suppressor column removes the mobile phase ions. The eluent suppressor column is present before the analyte column, after the analyte column, sometimes before, sometimes after, and before and after both the analyte column. So here the choices are many, but the correct answer is after the analyte column. After the separation is done from the main analyte column, the output goes into the suppressor column. In the suppressor column, the mobile phase ions are removed, and then the separated ions which are there, analyte ions, they will go to the detector. If the main column is eluted with hydrogen ions, suppressor column will be cation exchanger, anion exchanger, non-ionic column, none of this. Well, if the main column is eluted with hydrogen ions, to neutralize these H plus ions, you will require OH ions. And the OH ions you can have only in an anion exchanger. So the correct answer is an anion exchanger. Suppressor columns need to be regenerated every day, every week, every month, every 8 to 10 hours. Well, after every 8 to 10 hours of use, the suppressor columns need to be regenerated. Otherwise, the neutralizing ions will be exhausted and the function suppressor columns will be non-functional. So they have to be regenerated every 8 to 10 hours. Single column ion chromatography can be performed using MS, IR, spectroscopy, UV spectrometer, flame photometer. Usually it is the UV spectrometer which is used for performing single ion chromatography. In this, the mobile phase is non-absorbing UV, whereas the the mobile phase is absorbing, whereas the ions which are there, they are non-absorbing. Mobile phase is absorbing and the ions are non-absorbing. So when the ions, mobile phase ions and the analyte ions pass, as long as the mobile phase ions are passed, the the absorbance will be there. But as soon as you get a analyte ion, the absorbance will decrease. So you will get inverted peaks in the case of single ion chromatography. Okay. Correct answer is UV spectrometer. Thank you.